What up, everybody? Wait a minute. Why do I be copying my favorite content creators, like little intro things or their outro things, like Dear Modern, and I'll be all like, well, now you know. And I was just like, what? Or right there, just opening this video, I was like, what's up, everybody? Like, Charlotte, and I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Hopefully her new name, when she's married, will be like easier to pronounce, because I've never heard it said out loud, and I have been too forgetful to remember to just plug it into Google and say, how do you pronounce this? So I can hit the little speaker thing, go, and it says it for me, so I can know, because I keep forgetting to do that. Dober? I don't think it's Dober. She don't even look Western white enough for that to be how to pronounce her name. Like, that's a European white name right there. Like, and I don't know nothing about those languages, bitch. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I've been drinking. Oh, yeah. I've been drinking, and I'm okay with that. Because I am emotional as fuck, because I am reconnecting with some of my friends that I had pulled away from because I didn't feel safe with them, because they weren't toxic enough for my deeply traumatized mind to recognize, and therefore felt unsafe. And the one friend who is also a system, so that's like a whole bunch of friends in one. I hope they don't mind that joke. If they do, I will take this video down, because respect is important. And I mean respect as in treat somebody like a human being, not treat somebody like an authority. You know, like the meme that I saw says, where it's all like, you know, some people mean when they say, you know, some people think that respect means treat me as an authority, whereas a lot of people think treat me as a human being. And sometimes a lot of the time, when people that think of respect as treat me as a person of authority, when they say you respect me, I'll respect you, means you treat me like an authority and I'll treat you like a person. Maybe. That's the subtext of that. It doesn't include that part in that little meme thingy that I saw, but it's definitely implied. It's heavily implied, because that's really how they act. They're like, oh no, I might treat you like a person, but you best treat me like an authority. Bitch, don't treat me like an authority. Please don't treat me like an authority. Don't do that. Even though I did apply to be a moderator on a really awesome person's server, because I found on Discord server, because I found myself spending way more time there than on my own server. Because my own server is just for my friends to just pop in every now and then when they feel like me, like, what up? I'm still alive. Awesome. What's going on? Oh, they're gone again. Okay. You know? And then there's several lurkers. Not several. There's like two lurkers. They're like, they don't say nothing, but they reading shit. But I've been spending so much more time over there on their server and they're like, hey, the server is blowing up a little bit faster than we thought it would, so we kind of need some moderators. And I'm like, this terrifies me. And I analyzed for a few days why it terrifies me, the idea of me being a moderator. And I realized I am afraid of having any kind of power. any kind over myself, let alone the power to give somebody the boop boop or anything like that. Like, I am terrified of that, and that's probably not a good thing. Well, not a bad thing either. It's just not good. It's kind of neutral. It's kind of just there where it's like, But in the context of what I want to do with my life, helping people, I have to wield power in order to help others. And I have to get comfortable with having it and owning it. This is a good learning opportunity to learn how to rein myself in, because that's the other thing. Somebody in there had said some problematic shit. And I didn't lose my shit on the screen. I didn't type out anything I was thinking. Like, I just looked at my phone and I'm screaming and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I messaged dude whose server it is, and I was like, bro, and I blocked him. And then he addressed the dude, and that was that. And I wasn't gonna unblock him, but I was like, but I did unblock him after putting in my application to be a moderator, because I take leadership very seriously. I am not better or above anyone, even in a leadership position. I might be like in front of, being like, let's go, but not above or better than. And so I would feel a certain personal pressure put on myself in that position to rein myself in and force myself to put my big girl panties on, my big person undies, as it were, and be like, okay, this is how I'm going to handle this conflict between these members or whatever of the server. Because I want to set a good example, and that'll give me practice on how to handle my own life thing. There's no guarantee that they'll even accept my application. In fact, the fact that I was very open about everything I just said to the owner of the server, I don't know why I'm trying to hide it. It's Michael LeBourne. If you follow him, that's his Discord server. And I'm like, you know what? It's cool. I told him all of these things. I was like, hey, this is my thought process as to why I went ahead and applied. He said, that's awesome. And he might talk with his other moderators and they might decide, I don't know. They might need a little more growth in them, a little more healing in them first. And then they can come back and apply again. They could decide that. And that might actually turn out to be for the best. And then again, they might say, hey, you know what? If you believe in yourself, we believe in you. Let's do this. So I'm like, But I'm like, how the fuck else am I supposed to grow and get better and improve upon myself if I stay within my comfort zone? Also, it'll resharpen and polish up my rusty diplomacy skills, because I haven't had to use them in a long time. And if I ever want to re-enter the workforce, which I do someday as a mental health professional, I'm gonna have to start somewhere, and it might take just as long to polish these skills to be, to be good at that job as it does to heal enough to get the degrees that I need to earn that job. So I might as well start now, right? Why not? It's not like it's... And this is great practice because it's better to sharpen them with an unpaid voluntary position than it is to practice with a paid position that my livelihood depends on. Don't you think? Oh my God. Anyway, so I reconnected with my friend that is a system. So my friends, another dumb joke. I really hope they don't mind. And we had such an amazing conversation. I love their energy. I love their voice. Their voice is just, it carries just this, it just makes me feel just, oh yeah. They're like, oh yeah, you're definitely a medium. I can see it. Because, like, I've been told by several people that I shift. And I'm like, but I'm still here. But they're like, yeah, but you become a different person. But I was like, but I'm still here. Like, I didn't change consciousnesses or whatever or anything like that. I just sort of, I don't know how to describe it. And they're like, I see it. Because I got all different voices and different octaves and different presentations to my emotions and shit. It's fucking weird. I'm fucking weird. I'll drink to that. But yeah. It felt really fucking good. If somebody understood me. I'm gonna get emotional. I already am. I am emotional. Emo, if you will. Emo is short for emotional. And that's why it's not a phase, Mom. I'm just kidding. She died before emo became big. Or just as it became big. 2007 is when she died. I do recall that My Chemical Romance was already pretty big and like hot on the scene when around that time. Like for a couple of years at that point, I think. Unless I'm mushing all of my memories together. Which sometimes happens when I've been doing this, you know. Actually, it happens every time I'm doing this. Well, not every time. I should stick with sometimes. Because there have been times where they don't mush together. And I've been doing a lot of this. Don't mind me, I'm having a flashback to the criminal case, the criminal trial against the one dude who, me, while I was fucked up drunk. But I seem to keep my story straight, which is the truth, exactly how I remembered it, for 2 years, despite being the one that was fucked up drunk. And he couldn't. Which is why he lost. And why he was found guilty. And yet 5 years, which was the maximum sentence for that particular crime in Virginia. Really? Really? Also, this is what fucking gets me. Because I could see that the defense lawyer was like I could see it in her face. She was pissed. Because she was losing. Because every question she asked me, she's like, do you normally just walk off with people like that? I'm like, well, yeah. What made you do that? Like, I was like, well, he proved himself to be trustworthy. I'm like, it made no fucking sense in my brain at the time that somebody would give me his full legal first and last name. And first off, like, why do you gotta introduce yourself with your first and last name? Your legal first and last name. Like, what? Because they had no problem finding his bitch ass when I reported him. Like, because I gave a spot on description. They had him like that in just a matter of hours. Excuse me. Like how you gonna have a fucking very unique descriptive appearance? Like, your whole hair, which is low cut, is black, except for this one triangular spot of gray. How many people look like that? How many people have that exact with your legal first and last name? Like, really? In my mind, it felt safe because it's like, okay, you're telling me these things to be like, hey, these are identifiers. You can give these identifiers to police. And if I do anything to you, they can find me. And why would I want that? That was what my reasoning was. And that's what I said on the stand. And I could see it looked like her. It's like, figuratively speaking, I could see a fire just in the defense attorney's eyes. Like, I done lost. Fuck you for telling the truth. Because his damn... And I was like doing that autistic thing where you're trying to make the right amount of eye contact, and I was just like this the whole time. Yeah. Right into her eyes. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. And when you woke up, what happened? I was like, well, he started walking me home because he said, oh, you're walking the wrong way. And he put his arm around me. And I pulled away and I said, dude, don't touch me. He was like, what's wrong? I said, you raped me. He says, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. By the way, this happened in 2008, August 25th, 2008, if you want to get specific. But yeah, like, it just made no sense to me. But yeah, so no, it doesn't always happen that when I drink that time gets all fucked up, because I remembered. I guess it just doesn't get fucked up when my brain goes, it's like there's a camera that just turns on in my brain as soon as a traumatic event begins. And it's like, oh no, your conscious self ain't gonna record this because it's not there. But I got you. We're gonna run this in the background. I remembered. Why do I do that to myself? Triggering myself. Ugh. I'm so fucking tired of being traumatized. Trauma sucks. I want to be nonchalant about it because, like, if I had to be serious about all the trauma that I had suffered in my entire life, when would I ever have fun? When would I ever smile? When would I ever just relax or laugh? Have a good chuckle, a good guffaw every now and then. A little haha, a little kiki. When? I mean, really. 37 years worth of crap. And I'm only saying 37 because my mom loved to fucking, like, my mom was a bitch from the about me upon giving birth was, she's so ugly. And she thought that was hilarious. Loved to remind me of that shit. Loved to remind me of shit I don't remember. These were before I started forming long-term memories. She loved to make sure, she's like, oh no, you don't remember on your own, but I'm gonna help you. Yeah, I slapped you as a baby every time you tried to bite me while breastfeeding. Hey, coming in? Okay. Eh? Nani? You slapped a baby? Why? Well, you bit me. Aren't you the one with the fully formed brain? And not the baby? Like, fully formed frontal lobe and shit? And, it's the baby's fault? The baby needs slapped? You think the baby's gonna comprehend that shit? Really, bitch? So yeah, 37 years of mistreatment. Like, oh, not to say that there weren't glimmers of awesome people that before I started this healing journey, some of them I kind of demonized because they had nerve enough to show me that I needed to love myself. How dare you? How dare you? I do love myself. And that was a bold-faced motherfucking lie. Love myself? What the fuck is that? Can you eat that? But I do now. And yes, you can eat it. Like literally, feeding yourself and nourishing your body is an act of self-love. So yes, you can, in fact, eat self-love. And I highly recommend it. It's the most delicious dish you could ever ask for. It's like that Turkish delight that Edmund was hooked on in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, that the White Witch had offered him. And he's just like, I want some more, I want some more, I want some more. And he's like, turning him into blah, blah, blah. But the difference is, this turns you into a boundary setting, boundary upholding, self-respecting, dignified, self-worth knowing motherfucking baddie. That's what self-love does. But yeah, anyways. I don't even know what the fuck the point of this whole fucking video was. I'm just drinking and talking. Drinking and talking, talking and drinking. I'm just... You know what I think it is? You know what I know it is? My bestie's on a plane. My bestie's on a plane. He's on a plane. He's going to Ireland. He's on a plane to Ireland. Ah! That was too loud. That was too loud. That was too loud. It is almost midnight. Well, not almost. I mean, it's close enough. It's quiet time hours. And I'm screaming. Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, Lindsay, your neighbors are gonna hate you. If they don't already. Yeah, bestie, but bestie is on a plane island as we speak. I'm so excited for him, and I'm gonna miss him so much because they have no idea how they're gonna do like data and like communication and shit like that. Something about being charged $10 a day or some shit, and I'm like, I ain't texting you. I ain't calling you. I ain't texting you. I ain't doing shit. You gonna have to hit me up. And I might respond. I don't know. Because, I ain't costing you no damn money, bro. I love you. This hurts so bad. What is up with my nose? It hurts right here. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. But it hurts. It feels like I got hit. And trust me, I know what that feels like. So don't be like, well, how do you know what that feels like? Because I've been hit in the face and the nose, which is on the face a lot. So shut the fuck up. Anyways. Fuck, man. I'm so, like, what am I gonna do? He's the only local friend I have left that I can see on the regular, like in person. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can't just like get all mad and go over to Babesties and like garden with him and look at caterpillars and butterflies and dig up weeds and like spend time in nature with good company. Because out there at that dog pond across the street, oh my God. Some people out there just annoy me. Because fuck you. Because leave me the fuck alone, that's why. Because why the fuck do you feel entitled to my company and my attention? Because you're mistaking my non-confrontational approach with fear or nervousness or weakness or whatever, when really it's just, I don't want to go to jail, bitch. Like, you don't understand. Enough of you fuckers keep pushing me enough, I will go to jail. Fuck you, leave me alone. Which is why I haven't been out there hanging out for a while. Oh, that's what that is. I was just looking at the corner. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, squeaky. I don't know. You hear that? It's kind of comforting. Oh my God. This is the longest video ever. Not ever. But like the 1.5 hour one that I tried to upload, it didn't upload. And I was like, you know what? It's probably for the best. Universe is looking out for me. Because I said some shit about Deja and Charlie that, probably. It was a very petty moment. And it failed to upload. So I decided to just cancel that. I did get it all off my chest. And I'm like, and I felt fine about it. No regrets. I didn't give a fuck. But apparently the universe said, no, Linksy, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're better than that. I'm like, I know I'm better than that. But why do I have to be better than that when they don't have to be better than that? It's not fair. And the universe is like, actually, it is fair. Because you're putting in the work to better yourself. And they're not. So yeah, it is fair. You get out what you put in. And they put in jack shit. Okay? And I said, okay. Thanks for making me a better person and looking out for me, okay? And universe was like, you're welcome. I love you guys. I'm going to shut the fuck up. And I'm going to go back to my 8-bit dance party. One Linksy dance party. And listening to video game music. And that's like 8-bit. Old school. Millennial over here, bitch. Okay? 86. Don't make me 86 you. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to hurt nobody. Love you. Bye.